Hello, my name is Honor and welcome to Honorary Mentions, your monthly music club. Sort of like a book club, I select 10 songs each month that I share with you. You go away and listen to them, and at the end of the month we discuss. There is no membership fee to this club, as well as no limit on how many members we can have. All you have to do is subscribe. And if you're subscribed already, congratulations, you are a founding member of this club. For our very first selection, I thought I would get together a playlist that will help to blow the cobwebs out and hype you up and get you ready to hit the ground running in 2024. Your very first song recommendation for the year is Ain't No Other Man by Murphy's Law. It's a house remix of Christina Aguilera's hit, and I swear to you, it is the only song you need for Hot Girl Summer. Obviously, the original already served, but this just takes it to a whole new level, and it's got that really like bad bitch entering a club in a movie kind of vibe. Especially around like the minute 30 mark, so I think you're really gonna love it. Shut up, yes, okay, I'm obsessed with Saltburn, but we all knew that was inevitable. I mean, come on, my favourite two books are Rebecca and Perfume. So song number 2 had to be Murder on the Dance Floor by Sophie Ellis-Bextor. This song has always been associated to summer parties for me, particularly growing up in England. This felt like it was on Heart FM all the time. I think it's potentially one of the greatest pop songs ever written. I mean, Sophie's voice is so divine, like the way she plays with subtlety, and that guitar is amazing, especially in its own little solo bit. Oh my god, it's a classic. It's timeless. Look, I'm not a massive pop connoisseur. I don't really listen to what's, trending on mainstream radio, but I know when pop is good, and Arthur Hill makes really fucking good pop music. This latest release is no exception. It is so incredibly catchy. I queued it up like 10 times the other day just so it could be the only song I was listening to walking to the station. I think he has a real talent for taking like some interesting chord progression or another sort of kitschy element and then building a really solid pop song around that to create something that's uniquely his but also so marketable, and I'm really excited to see where he takes this. He's also really funny, and his Platform Roulette series is my favourite videos on YouTube. This summer is going to be a summer of nostalgia, so oh my god, Texas in a smile. Similar to Murder on the Dance Floor, this is summer barbecue in the back garden. You're sitting on a plastic garden chair with your feet like dipped in one of those shell paddling pools that we all had. Charlene's got that classic like late 90s, early 2000s voice. Think Natalie Imbruglia, Dido, like so easy to pinpoint to a specific moment in time. It's just a big fat mood to start 2024 with. Summer isn't complete without a twee indie classic to make you feel like the main character, so Kiss with a Fist it is. It's got that soft Girl Riot kind of vibe that just, it makes me want to pick up running, which is not something that is a regular thought in my brain, but maybe this year's the year. We love Florence on this channel. This is such an underrated hit for her. It really deserves to be up there at the top, and I know you guys are gonna love it. Now, Toploader's 2000s cover is one of my all-time favorite songs, like ever. It is so nostalgic to me. It instantly reminds me of growing up in England. And if you haven't caught up on the vibe yet, my whole life ambition is just to recreate that environment because my childhood was perfection. I loved it. But recently I discovered the original, which is by King Harvest, and it's just as much of a great song. It was released in 1972, very Laurel Canyon, despite them being a French band, but they did dissolve in 1976, I believe it was, to start working with the Beach Boys, so that kind of all checks out. If you like Buffalo Springfield, the Turtles, all that jazz, you're gonna love this. I love a live track, so I wanted to include the Style Council's cover of Meeting Up Over Yonder, originally by The Impressions, written by Curtis Mayfield. And Paul Weller, obviously, his love for Curtis Mayfield has always been very apparent. Paul Weller and the Jam and the Style Council, that is a whole other topic that I will definitely get into on this channel, just not today because it would be ridiculously long. But if you haven't heard those names, you would not believe the impact that they have had on music in general. I strongly believe that Style Council was possibly the best era Paul Weller went through. That's a tough call, actually. There's been a lot. But they were such a groundbreaking band. And this cover is so joyous, and it's got this real driving beat, similar to songs like Boxer Beat by the Joe Boxers. And it's just like some sunshine to brighten up your January with. Celeste is truly a force to be reckoned with. I am fascinated by her mind, and it's like she's a mouthpiece for all the beautiful things in the world. You really have to listen to her in interviews. She's so interesting and such an art appreciator, and this song is just sensational. Her voice is so effortless but so emotive and complex, and she just seems to channel all the greatest jazz and soul singers ever, you know? This track has such a euphoric chorus, and I think it will really help to motivate you for this new year. Guru and DC Lee, what a match made in heaven. Oh my god. This killer track comes from the Jazzmatazz album, which if you haven't heard of it, it's really like a massively influential album. Really has paved the way for jazz infused hip hop. It's one of those songs that you don't really want to end. I'd happily have it soundtrack my entire day. It's so laid back and groovy and just effortlessly cool. Dripping in finesse, as Peter Hernandez would say. Last, and I cannot stress this enough, not least, is Dive by Olivia Dean. And this song is just everything I think about when I think about my ideal relationship in the future. It's as if she's been able to bottle that feeling of first falling in love, and then she has necked that bottle and run straight to the studio. Again, this is a voice that is absolutely divine, and Olivia is one of those artists that I think about when I think about the current London sound. It's like you can hear the musical heritage of London through it, but also the future. The orchestral elements in the song just make me drool. And I think you're gonna love it. And that wraps up your 10 songs for the month. For your listening convenience, I have linked a playlist down below so you don't have to go searching on nothing. Throughout this month, I will be posting questions and prompts both on my Instagram stories and my community tab here on YouTube. So make sure you head over to my account. It's just at honorluca. And I will figure out a way to bring all the discussion together at the end of the month. Of course, please feel free to comment any initial thoughts you have, and I can't wait to read them. If this is our first meeting, hi, I'm Honor, and I post videos about music and arts and culture. So if you would like to join us, we would love to have you, and all you have to do is subscribe to join our little family here on YouTube. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon.